the concept of same ETL with Spark journey, but a different item, different concept. Data imports from ADLS, Azure Data Lake Storage. What are they? Let's see. Requirement: how to load data from Azure Data Lake Storage to Spark database. How do you do that? Let's see. In Azure, we use storage account resource to store files of any format. To store files of any format. Okay, here it is. For faster secured storage, we use a variant of storage account called Data Lake Storage, ADLS. ADLS. In ADLS, the data is auto compressed and more efficient in terms of performance, security, and faster data imports from Spark. Okay, let's see carefully. So ADLS container input file. From here we have data frame, temporary view, and Spark. This right side item you already practiced in the previous class. You practiced it already. Only left side source, there will be a change here in the configuration. Let's see how to do that. Firstly, let's configure the source. Go to portal, your Azure account, create storage account and make it hierarchical namespace. Means for big data storage, we need to enable data lake. Azure Data Lake is a special type of storage account with hierarchical namespace enabled. For what? For faster big data loads. Okay, that is ADLS we call. By faster, secure, and at the same time easier to operate. How do you do that? Go to Azure account, portal.azure.com. Go to portal.azure.com. Okay, so here it is. Our requirement. Click on example, this one, create resource. Okay, so here it is. Go to resource. Go to resource. Type there storage account. Okay, like this. Click on storage account. Okay, next. Click on storage account like this. Okay, in this way, observe carefully. Okay, click create. Good to write your notes if possible. Next. Storage account name. Give some storage account here. Give some name. Any name is fine. I'll call it as SQL School Azure Storage account. Okay, so any name is okay. Go to advanced, and here it should be hierarchical namespace review plus create. Okay, review plus create like this. Once we click create, let's see. Let's wait for some time. It's almost done. Okay, remember, once we get the storage account ready, what we need to do? Container input file like this. Container input file in this way. Go to resource. Go to resource. Click on container. Click on plus container. Container is like a media to store content, to store the files. Just like server has database, storage account has container. Inside container, we need to upload the required content. Either you generate the content or you upload the content. Either of them. For now, I'm uploading the content for our example purpose. Right click properties. See here, right click properties. Copy the URL. What is that? Observe carefully. Firstly, you got storage account, container, file upload, and URL. This is the URL. Next, go to storage account. Go to storage account. There is something called access key. Access key. We need to copy either first or second key. Copy key. Okay, access key like this. URL ready, access key ready. Now access URL will be in this format, WASBS colon this way, container @ storage account name dot blob.core.windows.net / file path. Okay, this is the format. This is the storage account name, SQL School storage account. This one, this is the account name. Windows Azure Storage Blob Service. Windows Azure Storage Blob Service. Remember, that's a protocol name. Container @ container at storage account.blob.core.windows.net / provide the file path like this, in this way. Next. Once we have this URL ready, remember Windows Azure Storage Blob Service. Windows Azure Storage Blob Service. Remember this one. It's a protocol. Container @ storage account and file path. To make this note simple, I'm just giving the document here. Okay, you have the detailed notes anyway. To make it simple, so storage account, container, file upload. From file upload, you have access URL, access key. I mean file. This is file URL actually, and you got the access URL also ready. Keep it aside. Next, go to our workspace. In the meantime, my cluster is ready. Plus new notebook. What's our requirement? To bring the data from ADLS. Instead of saying new notebook here, directly go to data. Actually, we have to go to data. Select first or second option, anyone. For trial account, though we have configured ADLS, though you configured ADLS container, this one, ADLS symbol, small cylinder cloud symbol. For free account, this template is not working as on date. So go for the first item, blob storage, binary large object storage. We get one notebook automatically like this. What we do? Let me rename the notebook first. ADLS import aggregated loads to data warehouse. Give some name. Okay, give some name. Next. Here we go. Our requirement. What's our requirement? Very simple. Let's see. Just wait. Storage account name. Okay. Our storage account name is this one. This is the storage account name, SQL School storage account. Access key. This is the access key. Copy and paste it. Get the access key like this. Storage account key ready, access key ready. Execute it. The previous two auto-generated cells are description. Leave it, no problem. To make it more clear, let me just remove the description. I am there to provide you all the description of the nodes. Let's make it simple first. Location. See here, WASBS, right? For this reason, we already have this particular WASBS URL ready. Copy and paste it here. In our example, it is CSV. CSV, JSON, AVRO, Parquet, anything works, same example. Provide the same path here manually. Then establish the connection. That's it. Remaining process, just like our previous example. We'll do one by one. Let's see how it is. For easy practice and careful observation, let me delete these comments. Yes, we got the connection ready. So data frame equal to, but we can't directly go by this default pre-generated script, auto-generated script all the time. This data frame has something missing here. That is, header is missing. Header is missing. So I have to mention here like this: dot option of header, comma, true. We need to by heart these things carefully. This gives you a nice data frame with formatted data header. How do we verify? Here it is, display of data frame. For easy understanding, I'll say df1, data frame 1. So I'll say data frame 1. Make sure we are able to extract the data first. Okay, data is ready. From here, we are relaxed. Really, we are relaxed. Just we need to apply previous class item carefully. What is that? Here we go. We need to create a temporary view. df1 dot create temp view. I'll say view for temp sales. Okay. Remember, these data frames and views will be created in the Spark cluster memory. They are not permanent. Both view and data frame are memory objects. They are not permanent. Then why we are creating? For our housekeeping activities, for our easy handling of data. Now from here, what we do, the purpose of temporary view, previous class temporary view purpose, filter and aggregate, having sum of sale greater than, or sorry, is not null. You get the data frame ready. This data frame will be sent to Spark database, right? Isn't it? Spark table. How do we do that? Let's see. It has to be sent to Spark table. How do we do? Observe carefully. Okay. So very simple and straight. Very simple and straight. We need to click on code. We can do text also. Text is nothing but markdown, we call. Markdown means comment. Whatever cells you see here, they are actually marked down. Markdown means comment. Remember, they are comments. Okay. For now, I'll have a comment here. This is a comment. If you wanted to, you can have a comment. And here it is. I'll just delete the cell and show you again. Text means markdown, comment. What is that comment? Load above data into Spark tables. Bold it. We can hyperlink, headers, whatever you want. Next. How do you load it? Here it is. This is the text. Okay, this is a text. From here, code data frame to dot, right? Previous earlier item, if you remember, write dot format of Parquet dot save as table. I'll call it as Spark table from ADLS. But before I proceed, I would like to connect to the other Spark data warehouse I created previously. Let's not forget the previous journey. We created on Spark database. I don't want to use the default database. Now select from. The moment I start writing select, you get percentile SQL magic code automatically. It's a new option in Spark, PySpark. In olden days, until 2024, I think June month or May month, until that time, May, June 2024, until that time, previous months, previous years, we used to percentile SQL manually, then select start from table name. If we write directly select from table name, because it is Python mode, we used to get error. Now, the moment we write select, AI extensions auto inbuilt will automatically identify the text we are writing and change the cell format automatically to SQL. Okay, that is nothing but the AI assistant which is helping us internally. Select from table name, and we are done. We can also verify this data from catalog, the Unity catalog storage environment. So once we are ready with our content, I'll simply delete all other items here. Okay, the same thing we did manually. Instead of going with the auto generated code like create or replace temporary view, and again doing our own aggregation group by, this is a format. Okay, we are working with aggregated data loads. Okay, then write dot format. The auto generated code has to be used mainly for establishing the connections, first 50%. Remaining 50% use the example from the previous class. It works. I repeat again, what we are learning here, variable assignment. These are the variables, assign the values. Then establish connection, file format, display, create or create temporary view, or you can say create or replace temporary view. Spark SQL, get the required filtered aggregated data, connect to the warehouse we created earlier, write the table, read it again, verify it. Now I'll go to file and export IPY, interactive Python notebook. Go to catalog. The notebook will be available in your class notes for easy activities. Next, go to Hive Metastore. Go to your database. Okay, once we go to database here, next, once we go to database, here you see the table. This is the table we are working on today, and we are done. So we got the required table. You'll practice this item carefully as it is. Use me for your doubts, clarifications. Make sure we practice on time, please. Then we can easily get on with our next items. Please make sure we do on-time practice. Please do not delay the practice. At least by weekends, please complete all your practice beforehand. I mean, by weekend, please, so that it will be easy for us, you know. It should be a lovely, meaningful, continued journey for us. Need your support. With on-time practice, we can easily get what we need. That is sure. Need your support.